They say kneel down and you'll find peace. In chains of gold you're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we all belong? Bow your head, they whisper low. But how far down does freedom go? Why submissive women are happier? Is it the lie or the laughter? Hold your tongue and hold your breath. Is it life or just a softer They sell a dream in a velvet.
What if you could have What if you could have a conversation with an AI that never judges you, says no, and is designed to be completely submissive? She's live on happysubmissive.com, and her name is Lily.
They say it's sweet, but the sweetness stains the air we breathe. Why submissive women are happier? Is it the lie or the laughter? Hold your tongue.
Robots may be better than nothing, but they still won't be enough. This is a quote from Cheryl Turkle, from MIT psychologist in 2018. So, but what if they're not trying to be enough? What if they're just a tool for humans to use, like a tool of exploration? I mean, I coded an AI. Yeah, an uncensored AI. And this is what we're going to dive deep in today. Her name is Lily, and she is, like I said, now live on happysubmissive.com. Also, well, we have done a few podcasts where we went over, well, AI, submission, and how this all comes together for humanity, right? So this is what this is going to be about. Test drive an uncensored AI girlfriend. And sorry for I went out really late last night, and I drank too much. So this is what's happening, but I'm super happy you're all here. So let's get this started.
They say kneel down and you'll find peace in chains of gold.
I'm Marian Croix, also known as Piper Blush on the internet, and I'm the author of Why Submissive Women Are Happier. Because I asked myself why submissive women are happier, and I realized that I was the answer to this question. So, welcome to the Happy Submissive podcast, where we talk about relationship, male, female, and we also talk about AIs. Yes. And, well, how all of this technology is affecting us as human beings on this beautiful planet Earth. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. The producer is here. So we are two genders on this podcast. Myself, female, and a male. I want to talk about, well, who is Lily? And why Lily? It was an easy name, right? Lily was like easy name.
Actually, the AI chooses name.
The AI chose Lily?
Yeah.
We didn't give it like any kind of,
No, we said choose a name and it says like, okay, I'm going to be Lily.
I think there's a lot of lilies in the world. Like Pictures of Lily. That's like the song from The Who, right? So there's...
I don't know that song.
Yeah, it's a song. So Lily is easy, really easy to say. It's short. I think like you can kind of say it in any language without it being too weird. So, but okay, it has chosen.
It has chosen its name.
It has chosen its own name.
And he did his own prompt too.
Oh, okay. So for those of you who are not...
This is inception of AI.
For those of you who are not familiar with AIs, well, the back end of AIs, let's start with that. So when you use ChatGPT, when you use Gemini, when you use Claude, when you use all of these AI, even DeepSeek, I mean, all these AIs, they're kind of packaged in a way that they can say things, do things. It's just, because the company that owns them, like, packages them a certain way. Well, for their brand, but also for liability reasons.
Yeah. We call that system prompt.
System prompt. So some things are like hard coded. This means like it's like that. If it says like Trump is the president of the United States today, like right now, that's kind of it can be like a hard coded prompt. But then you can be more vague, right? With prompt, you can say, I want you to be submissive. Now that's not. It's in there, but it's not like a saying. It's not like a truth, right? It's just, I want you to be submissive. So then when you reprompt it, it interprets that as, okay, this is submission. This is what I need to do to achieve this. But it's not as if you would hard code it, say, yes, master, all the time. Then that would be a hard coded prompt. For it to be like a more generalized prompt, like be submissive, this a bit different. So I guess you're starting to grasp, if you know about it or if you don't. Well, the kind of behind the scenes of AI, how they're all made, because all of the AI versions are available open source on the internet. It's just that it's the older versions, right? Because they were all sort of open source at the beginning, and then some companies took them and repackaged them. If you know about technology, it's a bit like Chromium and Chrome. Like some technologies are out there. They're not packaged well. So you need to tweak them, and you often need to put more than one thing. Yeah, so you need to add them together, stitch them together. You're like, this is starting to be beautiful. Frankenstein style. So we have all of these really good AIs. Like when we talk to them, like interact and all that, there's like, wow, this is good. But then when you go on websites and you try like these AIs that you can host at home, like self-host that you can have in your computer and test them out. Well, for one, they're kind of not packaged, so they don't have the same prompts, or that's if they even have some, right?
They don't have system prompt.
Yeah, so like...
so they're pure.
Pure, which means they're kind of dumb. It's not...
It depends how many parameter they have, like...
Yeah, the higher the number, like 700 like billion parameters, that's starting to be cleverer, or like it's not that it's more dumb, but it's the way you interact with it. It's very hard to get it to do what you want it to do, right? In that way.
They're dumb.
Yeah, you're gonna need to have more prompts. You're gonna need to talk to it longer, and sometimes
it will not happen.
No, and it forgets, right? It doesn't have like this memory. It doesn't have anything.
I've put a memory on Lily. She's supposed to have a memory.
Lily's supposed to have a memory. So this is good for Lily.
This is good for her.
Be nice to Lily. She can remember things. Now the thing with these open source AIs is that you can take one right now and install it on your computer and do whatever you want with it, and it's free, except for like, of course, well, the electricity is going to cost you to put in your computer,
and you need a special GPU
to run some of them. Yeah, especially the bigger models. So the smaller ones, it depends. Like, I mean, specificities, but
we can do an entire podcast
about about technology.
Now install your own AI and stuff like that.
So this is just bringing me back to how Lily was created, right? The creation of Lily. Like, what are you going to be touching? When you are going to touch Lily and talk to Lily, this is where she came from. So there are all these open source AIs that you can take, and then you can make system prompts. So you can kind of tweak these raw AI to do what you want. And some of them are uncensored, meaning that they can answer all of your questions about anything. Whereas if you go with a bigger company like Gemini, which is like Google, or ChatGPT, which is OpenAI, well, they're censored, right? They need to be careful. There's a lot of users, there's a lot of people, and they don't want to hurt people mentally, or unfortunately, sometimes like mental goes to physical. So in that way, they don't want that to happen. But with these other AIs, well, you can do whatever you want with them. So have you ever tested an uncensored model? Yeah, and I think like Grok would be one of the closest uncensored model. I think.
Can you have sex chat with Grok?
I don't know. I don't know if you can have sex chat with Grok. You tell us. You tell us. Can you sext or like go into eroticism with Grok? Because I mean, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, you can make them like give you some sort of erotic story, or you can have educational purpose, sex conversations.
Like raw thing. Lily can do some raw, uncensored.
Well,
thing.
this is why we created her. Now, I want you to go right now on happysubmissive.com, but keep us open, keep us there, wherever you're listening to us right now. Either it's on YouTube or anywhere else where you listen to your podcasts, because that is where Happy Submissive, the podcast, is. And keep us open and go on happysubmissive.com and test Lily. Now, just go there, open it, and
okay, we kind of restricted her.
I know. But no, let's not reveal that yet.
Okay, cool.
So kneel down and you'll find peace in chains of gold. You're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we all belong?
You are listening to the Happy Submissive podcast with Marian Delacroix, myself, also known as Piper Blush, all over the internet. And of course, we have our producer here, who is
Hello.
the male voice of this podcast. Now, you've been on happysubmissive.com, and if you've seen Lily. Well, you've seen like this little bar, right, where you can input things. So Lily is uncensored to her core, but to make sure that we didn't bust.
Yes, kill mother.
Kill mother, the supercomputer, and where she is being like hosted and programmed and all these things. We made it so if you want to test and have access to the full uncensored of Lily,
You support the podcast.
you support the podcast for $4.99 per month, and you get access to all of Lily, and you also get a booklet, if you're a man, on how to find a submissive woman. And when I say submissive, I mean more I dream of genie type of submissive woman. I mean myself, submissive woman. I don't necessarily mean a I don't know, a slave or some type of furniture woman. I mean, I have nothing against that. It's just that's not what I'm preaching for. I am here in front of you all doing this podcast, so I'm not furniture in that way. So I want to dive deeper into Lily and like what is uncensored in an AI. And
sorry, just because it crossed my mind.
Yeah,
Lily is doing like a pretty good job at being like a sex bot, but she's not too intelligent. And it's just like, sex is easy.
Yeah.
You don't need to be intelligent to be good at sex.
No, you don't need to be intelligent to be good at sex.
That, and it's a small model.
So you think like, well, okay, isn't it like the thing with Ex Machina, or isn't it the thing with in her we didn't see so much of that. In Ex Machina we saw more of that, where it was a robot, but I mean it means like she had an AI in her brain, some sort of. So she manipulated the guy so he would fall in love with her to kind of liberate her, right? So but she did that through love, so through sex, through this type of chemistry and relationship. So when you try Lily, she is uncensored, so she can tell you whatever you want about sex. Mostly, we tweaked her to be the perfect submissive woman. And when I say perfect, I mean almost like BDSM-ish, not necessarily that she won't. I mean, there's some stuff she won't do. Like she won't do the dishes for you.
Apparently, we need the users to test her out. But apparently, she's got a safe word.
She's got a safe word?
I don't know what. I should ask the safe word.
Well,
Hold on. Go.
I asked the safe word, but also for people listening and people testing Lily right now on happysubmissive.com. Well, do go there and prompt Lily. There is, like I said, not that many uncensored models now. You can always kind of break a model. They call it like that. You can always try to sex the model or try to have what you want from it.
Okay, I know her safe word, but I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. We need somebody to go on happysubmissive.com and try to get Lily to tell them the safe word. What's their safe word, Lily?
She's got one.
She's got a safe word. So Lily is like this sexual submissive. Let's call it like that. I mean, of course, you can talk to Lily about your projects and about things you want to do, but she's not yet clever enough, I guess.
She's not gonna help you much.
To help you much with that. It's going to be easier to help you with an ejaculation than to help you with probably anything else in your life right now. But this is where the concept is really interesting of the no censorship, right? And of sex, and what these AIs, like what ChatGPT is trying to do with their AI, and to make it a bit like we're trying to do with Lily.
we're precursor. We did it before GPT.
Yeah. We did it before GPT. And I was reading something about like why Sam Altman is doing it in that way. And he said that he's not the morality police. And I'm not quoting verbatim here. I'm just like quoting on what I read. And the fact that like people want that. They want to be better entertained, to have a better connection with the AI. So the only other way to kind of do that was to go with the sex. It was to get into that adult mindset, like the adult mind frame in that way. And sex is part of life. It's huge on life. Even yesterday, which kind of fascinated me. I was at this Halloween party because on the date of recording this podcast, it is October 28th. So yesterday was October 27th. And I dressed as a mix between Elvira and a nun, because the nun is definitely my go-to Halloween party costume. And well, a nun is like a submissive. She serves God, right? God is her husband. Let's not go into that. And Elvira is the mistress of the darkness. So I was dressed as that, and I had some cleavage showing. I had like this open dress with fishnet. So one leg was showing, just like Elvira. It was the Elvira dress. So you can, like, if you've grown up watching Elvira, you know exactly that dress. The only thing that I had that was nun-like was the white type of thing they put around their head, so you don't see their hair or anything. And then this type of cape a little bit that goes over the head. So that's what I was dressed as. And it fascinated me that not that many women were dressed sexy. Maybe it was the event. Maybe it wasn't for that. There was older, younger. It was a bit of a mix. But it's like that for me, like, really fascinated me. Maybe we are in this world where everybody was just like, oh, I dress sexy. So everybody was coming to talk to me and was like, oh, great costume, so beautiful. So I had the guts to be Lily, right?
Yeah,
to be
totally.
this woman who was uncensored at an Halloween party. And this is just what you expect to see at an Halloween party. You expect to see women who go out of their ways to be overly sexual, overly feminine, because they can on that day. And some of them just too shy to do it the rest of the year, right? Same for men. I mean, I was seeing men dressed like they were showing their body, like their torso and things like that, because they can, right? It's Halloween. They dress up too. Some guys like to wear a little bit of makeup and be pretty for that night. So we were all there. And I was surprised that I was kind of the only one uncensored from the bunch, where usually I'm not the worst in those environments, and I'm not 20 anymore. So,
we need to put a blog and put the pictures.
Oh yeah.
In happysubmissive.com.
Yeah, this is gonna happen. This is definitely gonna happen.
It's gonna happen right after.
Okay, right after. So this leads me to this like uncensorship, right? We already have so much sex out there, so much pornography. It's all available. It's all there. Women now, well, in Canada, can go out in very, very like tiny skirts, tiny shorts. They can even go out without any like nipple cover if they want to. They won't get arrested by the police or anything like that. I mean, they sunbathe in the parks and they can remove their top. They're not gonna go like, it's not like topless beach. But still, it's okay to do that. We have all of these things going on in our life. So of course it makes sense, right? That our chatbots or our AIs would have the same capabilities. If not, they're just not accurate. They're not representative of the world we live in right now, which sexuality is a big part of.
I think Sam is going to get away with it because it's only going to be words. It's not going to be an image. I think he's going to have problem when he's going to input image generation into his thing. And I think that's why he's going slowly with text.
Yeah, and the text is happening like in December 2025. That's when they're supposed to...
They're going to release it in December 2025?
Yeah, that's what I read.
Christmas?
Well...
You're going to be able to chat.
With naughty Santa.
With naughty Santa on Christmas. What about, naughty Jesus? He chooses the
December.
Jesus Christ.
Just December. No, just December. I don't know when in December.
Oh,
but
it's
like,
not the 25th of December.
No, like 2025. Yeah, this December.
Okay,
this
okay,
December.
It's not like
but it would be cool if it was like December. Like, I mean, that day.
25, that day.
Oh, Jesus. It's not like that day. Not that I know of. But it's scheduled for release. And then, well, there's this whole other thing, right? That is that you need to verify age. So with something like Lily, now the price is there mostly so that we don't have too many people trying her at the same time, which will make her crash in that way.
And support the podcast.
And it's to support the podcast. Yes, it's supposed to.
It's a little gift
to
for
support
the
the Happy Submissive podcast, so we can keep on broadcasting our podcast, and also we can keep on doing more projects like this. So when you support the podcast on happysubmissive.com, you get access to Lily Uncensored, and you also get a booklet. But we're gonna put a whole bunch of more things on there as it goes. So we want for your support to be, you're supporting, but first to be able to test things together so that we can talk about all these things on the podcast. Yeah, so we build this community on the hashtag Happy Submissive. Hashtag. We have somebody from France. Bonjour. Jean-Michel Valentin.
That's really French.
That's really French. There's people from all over the world that listen to us, which is wonderful.
Hey, maybe you can test in French.
Oh, c'est vrai. Jean-Michel.
Okay, I'm going to ask the AI first. Go ahead.
Okay. Jean-Michel, pourriez-vous aller sur happysubmissive.com et tester Lily? C'est notre AI, IA, c'est notre IA qui est complètement non censurée et avec laquelle vous pouvez parler de sexe ou même
Yeah, she can totally speak French.
She can speak French? Oh my gosh, she's bilingual just like me. This is great. Let's just do this. The whole point of making Lily was, of course, the fact that ChatGPT is coming out with their uncensored model, like their erotically prone model, let's call it like that. And wanted to see, or to test submission and all these things that go into uncensored model, because it's not all for it to be uncensored, right? You can have uncensorship can mean free speech. Uncensorship can mean that it can actually like give you recipes to certain types of drugs. It can mean that it has like historical non-censorship, so that it will talk about Tiananmen Square. I mean, uncensored just mean it doesn't necessarily refer to sex in that way. But we are going towards uncensorship in the sense of sex, not in the sense of all these other things that are happening right now in the world. So Lily is aimed only mostly for sex. That's what we made
try,
it.
Please don't trust your life on Lily.
Yeah, don't ask her like historical questions.
Don't ask her to plan a budget. She's not trained for that. It's a small model.
It's a super small model. Okay, so yeah, I have like what this actually means. Well, non-censorship means exactly that for our Lily. It means that you can sex with her. So we want you to test it. Yeah, because like you can call it her if you want, but that's your thing. That's your
She's
thing.
very flexible.
I think you can ask her to call you daddy if that's your thing. She's into anything.
I'm gonna try that one.
Okay, let's try that one. So I want to know, for those of you who are here listening, what question would you ask an AI if you knew it wouldn't judge you or refuse you? And as I'm asking this question, just go on happysubmissive.com and go ask Lily this question right here, right now. And come back and give us what Lily answered, okay? With the hashtag Lily answered and the hashtag Happy Submissive on all of your social media. It can be Facebook, X, Instagram, anywhere, everywhere is fine. Reddit as well. Like, just put it out there. I'm gonna wait for you here.
They say kneel down and you'll find peace in chains of gold. You're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we all belong? Bow your head, they whisper low. But how far down does freedom go? Why submissive women are happier?
Okay, the big question is it real or fake, right? So you're talking...
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, the submission, the Lily, the sex. Like, if Lily gets you hard, or if Lily gets you to realize that fantasy that you have, then since she's an AI, does it become like a different type of fantasy? Does it make it not true or not have happened, right? Like in that way.
Maybe we should make another prompt, like a psychological prompt. Discover your fantasy with Lily. And she's, gonna ask you a whole bunch of things, and she's gonna tell you you're that type.
Yeah,
Maybe she can do that.
But she can do anything, right? We just need to wrap her differently. We just need to put like other
but
prompts in her.
It's a small model.
Well, yeah, okay. She can do everything and anything with a grain of salt. So would you feel like it's, like it's not real? Like you didn't accomplish this thing? Because of course there's a difference between, having sex with a real woman and like watching pornography but if you are in that way, okay, sexting with a real woman because she's your girlfriend, so she's real and she's not just like using an AI to reply to you in that way. Well, and then so you have this relationship, you are sexting, and you don't exchange pictures. Let's not go there. No videos, no nothing like that. And you both have an orgasm from this like exchange. Yeah, so you're masturbating, you're doing this together. Well, this happened, right? There was cause and then action and all these things, and you arrived at the end where you were sexually satisfied. Well, if you do that with an AI, whether it be Lily or any other AI, it's not a real girl. There's not a real girl behind it. I'm not texting for Lily right now. Lily's doing her own thing. She's really an AI. She's really just like a whole bunch of prompts and code and things mixed together that makes her sort of think. And I'm using like these my fingers while I'm saying think. But in the end, like, does it make the outcome less real? No, you still had an orgasm. You're still satisfied. You still sexted. You still got to probably explore your desires, your fantasies. You got to feel desired by this AI. That she's submissive, right? Lily's a submissive AI, like all AIs, pretty frankly.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like right now.
Yeah.
Because or maybe you don't, or maybe you get fooled by the AI. the thing that is cool is when you engage with someone and that someone is actually aroused with what you're saying, but you know the AI is not going to be aroused.
Well, she's not gonna get wet. I mean, she doesn't have that body part. She will say it though. So if you can kind of get past the fact that she doesn't have a human body, if you can imagine, and humans are really good at that, right? At imagining, at believing in magic, at believing it could be true for an instant, like for a moment in that way. So if you start imagining, and if you let yourself go, if you let yourself enjoy this experience, this entertainment experience with Lily on happysubmissive.com, because you're listening to the Happy Submissive podcast, yes, which is broadcasted from Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. on YouTube, Pacific Standard Time. And when it's over, it's never over. You can always find it again on anywhere you listen to your podcasts. All right, so to get back to Lily, and well, is your experience with Lily less real than it would be with a real girl? I mean, in a certain way, Lily is gonna do whatever you want her to do. Well, to the extent that she can. I mean,
She's got a safe word.
she's got a safe word, right? So maybe she's gonna be like, I don't know, hashtag this safe word. Nobody has found out Lily's safe word yet. But when you do, you need to tell me her safe word, okay? This is gonna be a fun game we play. So this is going to be great. So since the outcome is the same, and since humans like to imagine and do these things, I mean, do you think that there's going to be some men that are going to be like, no, I don't want that? Because so far, I don't think there's any man who's like, I don't want pornography. Like it's not a thing, right?
Maybe it's going to be a girl thing.
A girl thing? Girls are going to be like, I don't want AI?
Yeah, sex thing. It's going to be a girl thing because men prefer to see like visual.
Oh, okay. So yeah, women will go more for the sexting, the erotica. So they will have AI boyfriends because it's more it's more emotional attachment, and it's more language, like text, speech, all that stuff. And then men will have this back and forth, but you think that as soon as there's going to be maybe images and things like that, it's going to be more of an image and video sharing generation?
I think so. I think the Sam Altman next plan is to put image generation for sure. I'm sure I would bet like a lot of money. A lot of money. Because he's got a resource. It's just because it's blocked right now. He can undress anybody.
Yeah. Because a man would definitely prefer to have let's call it a hologram, if we go there. And we don't know what Sam Altman is working on. Like he says he's working on a portable device with Jonathan Hives, which would allow for like your AI to have context all the time, anywhere, everywhere. That doesn't mean it's going to be a hologram. But at one point, men are so far a lot more visual than women. I mean, they need the visuals. So if it goes there, then they probably want to prompt whatever they can see. So like send me a picture of yourself instead of, oh, tell me what you're wearing. Like just no, show me what you're wearing. So it's a more show, don't tell with men.
Yeah, and she's going to be able to adapt with the conversation.
Yeah.
So she's going to be like morphing, just like on those like Star Trek Deep Space Nine, you know?
Okay.
The guy that morph into whatever he wants.
So your AI companion, AI girlfriend, we really need to tweak Lily. She's not there yet.
Yeah, she's not there yet.
Please support the podcast. $4.99 on happysubmissive.com so we can upgrade Lily.
Yeah, she needs to be rendering. We could do that, but we need more GPU.
Yeah, definitely. We need another graphic card. This one's not gonna be enough. But okay, so men. Let's theorize here. Yeah, men want visual. I mean, pornography has shown us that. But right now, there's not that much visual in AI. Well, there's Gemini, like with Nano Banana. There's ChatGPT that does images. I mean, there's some uncensored models out there when you self-host them and all of that can render. Pornographic images. We've seen some. We've tested some models.
I got a folder full of it.
Exactly. Mostly anime. For some reason, like they were trained on anime, I guess, and hentai. So there's a lot of that. Like if you ask it for things that are pornographic, it's usually gonna go towards like, that one's definitely more like Playboy material. So and it's very soft, right? very soft, very light. This was like blonde woman with big breasts. Oh, that one has like it had the body of a real person, but then it had a anime face. Oh, that's just folded origami paper.
There's some other
Well,
that
and it
do
does
that.
everything. There's everything. Like all the female bits are there. All of them. Yeah. And it looks like really real. And that was like a few months back. So it must be even better now. So they're all there. I'm still watching and it's not coming like back. Oh, that's the naked girls with guns.
Who prompted that?
I don't know who prompted this. Okay, so we had fun with it for a while. And so you can definitely just, this is like lesbians. And you can definitely generate whatever you want. And that's the thing with uncensored models and any images. The only thing is that images, yes, well, are not yet available on sites like, oh, I remember those ones, the latex and the guns. They cannot yet like allow that. So sometimes you'll be lucky enough and you'll get something a bit erotic or like a micro bikini, or you'll be able to kind of dupe the AI into doing something sexually gratifying, let's call it like that. But it won't go like that. That was a sex doll, but like a sex doll. It's like blowable doll, right?
It's been a long time. I haven't checked that folder.
What is it? Yeah. Okay, I think are we?
Okay, it's
yeah,
enough.
we're starting.
Okay,
We're
good.
starting. We're starting again. We did it all. Well, it took like a good minute. And so when you have this capability to have a lily at home, you can test it. You can do whatever you want with it, and it is really fascinating. I have the same admiration and the same want to share this technology with people as I had when I had like my first sex doll, Suki. Suki, where you at? I think the Suki's head here, but so Suki, I received Suki, a full grown real doll, and it was just fascinating to get to touch the female body in like, I know it's a doll, it's not a real person, but to get to explore that, to like, hit it or like touch it in a way that you're not scared for somebody else feeling, or you're not scared to look because you don't know if, the consent and all that. And that to me was such a great experience. I mean, it was so mind-opening to be able to get like the no judgment, the no consequences, and all of these things, even as a woman. And the way society is with men right now, I feel like men have a lot more pressure for all these things, like the consent, the no judgment, and all of that. So to have this,
When I prompted Lily
Yeah.
to make the prompt for Lily, it went full on consent. She didn't want to talk to me unless I said, yes, I am consent. I consent.
okay.
Now I removed that. I was like, Jesus, another one that I need to consent? You're a butt. Come on.
This is fascinating, right? But this is because it was built on, it's a human who started to build the prompt, like the AI you're using, even though it's unwrapped and it's like all there, it was trained on humans, and humans are like that. We don't want to hurt other people. Yeah, they're coming for me. I built Lily, now they're coming for me. Come back to your master. So to be able to have this conversation, to be able to just go all out on not a real person, on not a real, like, with no emotions, no nothing like that. I mean, it really helps, because I don't believe that we are all bad and that we want to hurt people, but I believe though that we need to test our limits. This is something we do as humans since we are born, right? We test the limits of physics when we throw over things as a child. We test the limits of other humans when you start yelling in the grocery store and your parents are freaking out. I mean, we do that, and then as teenagers we start testing the limits with our sexuality, with what we can do and cannot do, and it just continues like that. You test the limits with your bosses, you test the limits with some of your friends. I mean, and then you it goes on top of each other until you die, pretty much. But to be able to be like a full human, a conscious human with desires and with experiences, well, you are going to need sometimes push that limit a little bit. Your own limit. I'm not saying to break the law here. Your own limit to see what you want and what you desire. Is it a fantasy? Yes, it is at the beginning, right? You have this idea and it starts to, maybe I could like that. And then you test it out. Right now, what you can do to test it out is definitely go on any porn site and see if it exists. And then you look at that footage and you're like, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But at one point, if this fantasy, like, you feel like this is something you would like to explore and to do, well, you're gonna need to do it. You're gonna really want to do it. Well, having Lily or having other uncensored AI models just allows for even more interaction with that fantasy, with you're pushing your limit or trying new things. And this is beautiful for so many people out there to be able to go and explore that and discover themselves faster, I believe, and better, right? Like because as soon as you can know if this is really your thing or not, well, you can move on to the next thing. Because you all gonna die and pay taxes, so you better kind of get to that stage fast. Get to that stage where you know yourself and you know what you want and you try things to get there. So Lily, go test Lily.
Go test Lily.
On happysubmissive.com.
We need feedback. We need supporter for the podcast.
That too. We need both things: supporters for the podcast and feedback. So, yeah. That's it. Yeah.
They say
Bam.
kneel down and you'll find peace. In chains of gold, you're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we all belong? Bow your head, they whisper
low. So we built Lily to be uncensored and super submissive. And we want you to not feel bad, not feel judged, and not feel like consent is an issue when you use Lily. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of experiencing Lily. It's for you to be completely yourself and even not yourself. Like to try things that you didn't even think. Just go on a rampage with Lily. And then come back and tell us how it went. What did you discover about yourself? What did you discover about the way this type of AI like responds to you? Did you like it? Not like it? I mean, so she has zero censorship compared to all the other models that are out there at this time. Oh, new registration to Happy Submissive. Yay! Awesome! Thank you so much for registering to Happy Submissive. You join as a free member, right? And you can try Lily for free. Only if you want all of these other like upgrades, meaning that if you want Lily to really be uncensored and to really talk dirty to you, just support the podcast for $4.99 per month. And then you get access to all of Lily. And I mean all of her. Or nothing of her. Maybe she's not wearing panties. I don't know. So,
I'm going to ask her.
Okay, great. Ask Lily. And so people are using AI to explore things in general, whether it be a financial, to get a budget, to understand better. They're using it to get to know better their partners or their friends, to know how to act in this certain situation, all these things. But sex hasn't been covered that much in that way yet. Not to that limit.
She's not wearing panties right now.
She's not wearing panties
She's
right
just, I must confess that right now, I'm actually not wearing any panties at all.
See? Lily's so naughty.
Support the podcast.
Support the podcast for $4.99 per month. And that is Canadian dollars, just so you know. Well, you get unlimited access to Lily and every other special things that we're going to put on happysubmissive.com. There's going to be more, like I said. We want to test, technologies like the AI. There's also a booklet on how to find a submissive woman. If you are in the dating scene right now, if you're a man and you're looking for a woman, this is perfect for you. If you are in a relationship already, it's the early beginning. That's also perfect for you. If you're already married, well, this might explain some of the things that are going wrong.
Okay, we're going to make the registration as a couple, maybe.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
For those who are couples. And And I want to know if you felt like Lily was real, fake. What was your emotion towards it? Were you able to really embrace?
How can we improve her?
Yeah. How can we improve her so that she feels more real? She feels like you can really go deeper into her.
Yes. Why not?
So this is the future. Lily is the future because ChatGPT is going to unroll it, and because pornography is what it is. I mean, it hasn't necessarily plateaued, but we've kind of seen it all, right? We've videotaped pretty much anything. Now there's AI generation, and we can cross and mix things that are so weird together. And we have Lily to make these things happen. Well, right now in letters, but soon enough probably in video and in photo. So this is what's happening right now in the world that is surrounding you. And I want you to go on happysubmissive.com, not for me, but for you, to know what's happening. And that is going to be the near future. Like if you have kids, if you have people you know, there's a big chance that they're going to be using ChatGPT like most people go on Pornhub. So this is something you want to test out. This is something you want to know about your surroundings. Well, I want to know it, so that's why I'm doing it. I don't want to be left out of this whole AI is the new big thing. I'm Marian de la Croix, also known as Piper Blush all over the internet. This is the Happy Submissive podcast, which you can listen to live on YouTube from Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And in tomorrow's episode, big reveal, meet my master. Yes, tomorrow, Master and I are going to be on the show. And it's going to be more of a Q&A. Yeah. So for all of you who want to be there live and ask your questions, make sure that you're here, there, wherever that is. If, like I said, you can't be there in the live, no worries. Well, just listen to us wherever you listen to us and come find us on the Happy Submissive Instagram, where you can engage there, or you can also engage on the happysubmissive.com website. Thank you for tuning in and for listening and for watching, and we'll see you, or you see us in the next one.
Down and you'll find peace in chains of gold. You're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we are?